Eddie Vedder knocked it out of the park with his cover of Tom Petty's Room at the Top, so that's what we're going to celebrate today. And speaking of, I feel like a man at the top of the world, because as of today, I am the proud owner of not one, but two, they have different accents, rubber chickens. And before we get going, I'd like to take the... Why are rubber chickens so funny? Before we get going, I'd like to take just a moment to thank the following rubber chickens for signing up for the Patreon supporter of the Cause Club: Vasu Polineni, Anthony Brown, MJ Boog, Carl Stevens, Adam Roberts, and Matthias D. Matthias, perhaps. Thank you so very much for your support. And if you'd like to find out what that's all about, the link will be in the description. The song begins with a C chord, but not just any C chord. Grab your normal C chord, but add your pinky finger to the E string 3rd fret. This chord has a special name. It's called C, because C is made up of C and E and G, so whether your E string is an E or a G, the only thing to call it is C. So to avoid confusion, we're going to call this C with a high G, or chig. You chug away on chig. Until the singing starts. At which point you take your ring finger and your middle finger and you move them down one string towards the floor. Now this is an F chord with the aforementioned high G. That does change the chord. G is the 2nd and the 9th note of the F major scale. This is an F add 9, or fad 9 to save syllables. F fad 9. Twice. 3 times. 4 measures of fad 9, and then back to chig for 2 measures. Now, the second time you go through, 4 Fs again, 2, 3, 4 are 2 chigs, 1, 2, and onto what I call Tom Petty G. And how perfect, because it's a Tom Petty song. From your chig, all you do is lose your pointer finger, and now those 2 fingers move up 1 string towards the ceiling. That's a G chord, you see, but kind of played with the wrong fingers from how we normally do it. This way of playing G, Tom Petty G, allows you to play G sus4, the most religious chord out there anyways. It's going to be the pointer finger on the B string 1st fret. Like that. Tom Petty G. When you arrive at the chorus, it's F, but it's not fad 9, it's yet a different F. Put your pointer finger on the B string 1st fret, your middle finger on the G string 2nd fret, your pinky finger on D3, and your ring finger on A3. This is F major 7 with a C in the bass. Here's the C in the bass, the A string, and the open E string is the major 7 part. We're going to go this F, we'll just call it. And to G, same shape, 2 frets higher, 3 times, and then to chig. I would recommend just hitting your C, because that's easy, and then adding your pinky, fad 9, and just hang on chig at the end. That's your chorus. In the verses that are a bit more heavy-hitting, quite a bit more, you'll recognize it when we do it, things are a little bit different. Start with your F major 7 with the C in the bass, and start with your pointer finger off. It's going to be 2 strums off, 3 strums on, 3 strums off, and 1 strum on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. 4 times, of course. And to chig, same pattern, but it's your middle finger starting off of the D string and coming back on. So that's what's different. Everything else, insofar as the chord progression, 4 Fs, 2 Cs, and a G at the end the second time, is the same. Just replace your F with that thing and your C with that thing. And I want to dig into that strumming pattern a little bit more. It's just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But you're going to switch on an up here. So when you do your 2, that's an even number. So you get a down, up with your finger off. But now we're going to do 3 with it on. So it's going to be down, up, down. And now we're down. We take our finger off and do 3 more. Up, down, up, and then one last down. So it's easy to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It gets tricky when you try to incorporate it with, a change. So we're going to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And as far as your right hand is concerned, it's just going. But, that little thing kind of messes us up sometimes. The organ solo section is the same as one of the more uppity verses that we just discussed, and the only thing left to say is at the very end of the song, last chorus, F, G 3 times, and then to our chig, and whereas previously to F, and then it just hung on chig, at the end you just go back and forth between this chord and this chord. Over and over and over and over and over again. And that's that. So go use your earballs and figure out which part goes where when. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that was fun and helpful. And if you would find a playthrough helpful to your learning process, you will find such a thing on my Patreon page. I'll see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.